Teddy Smith says he was standing his ground when he fatally stabbed a man during a road rage incident that happened in Tampa a little over a year ago.
The case and today's Stand Your Ground hearing once again putting the spotlight on one of Florida's most controversial and often difficult to interpret legal defenses. 10 News reporter Eric Glasser was in the courtroom for today's hearing.
Teddy Smith says he was standing his ground when he stabbed Gilbert Cerna to death in April 2018. The two men arguing after Cerna spat out the window of his Dodge truck, striking Smith's black BMW. A shouting match turned physical. Smith claims he thought Cerna was reaching for a machete. Prosecutors question why, if it was only a matter of self-defense, did Smith take off from the scene right after the stabbing, especially if he thought what he'd done was justified. Just what constitutes stand your ground continues to be a point of controversy and confusion. In the recent high-profile case of Michael Draka, Pinellas County Sheriff Bob Galtieri said it was a case of stand your ground. Prosecutors disagreed and have charged Draka with manslaughter. In the Pasco movie theater shooting, Curtis Reeves' stand your ground defense was initially denied, but a change in the law placing the burden of proof on prosecutors might eventually get him a new hearing. And Trevor Dooley, convicted in 2013 for killing a Valrico dad on a basketball court, claimed stand your ground, was convicted of manslaughter, and just last month was granted a new trial by an appeals court. The jury, they said, had received erroneous instructions on what justifies the use of deadly force.
I would call it evolving.
It's why defense attorneys like A.J. Alvarez are watching stand your ground cases like this one.
Most areas of criminal law are pretty well established. There's been hundreds of years of jurisprudence, but with a new law like this, it's going to take time for the courts to sort out the proper procedure, what constitutes stand your ground, what doesn't.
Defense attorneys say they could use more guidance when it comes to stand your ground from both the legislature and the court system. In Teddy Smith's case, they were still hearing from witnesses well into the afternoon. If the judge agrees he was standing his ground, he could walk out of this courthouse a free man. If not, his trial is set for August.